Make it sound right.
You just woke up, y'all. He just woke up.
Future's bright.
Yeah,
he's bright, man.
How was your day so far? You got some rest?
Yeah, I needed that.
You know what you wearing later?
Yeah, you know what you wearing?
No, but I have a black heel, so I could just put anything on with it.
Yeah, if you need something, you go do something.
Alright.
Can you put that shit on?
Okay, so Blueface really out here making nasty adult content with an OF model right in his 3-year-old daughter's bedroom. Like, are we serious right now? Jaidyn has been completely losing it ever since Blueface got released from prison. And to be real with you, I cannot even sit here and say she's wrong for acting out. First off, this man had her children posted up around Krishan, knowing full well that her and Krishan got serious beef with each other. And now he's really in here creating explicit content with OF models right in her baby girl's bedroom. This is giving the exact same energy as when he brought a whole bunch of grown women to their home to twerk with their 6-year-old son at the time because he was convinced the little boy was gay. Alright, so this whole situation popped off just a couple days ago when the well-known OF model, Michaela Saravia, dropped a video of herself laid up all comfortable in Jaidyn's 3-year-old daughter Nevaeh's bedroom. She was straight up doing inappropriate things in this child's room, y'all, and Blueface literally sat there and let her carry on. From what we can tell, Blue went ahead and got intimate with Michaela right there in that same room, and people are dead convinced he purposely pulled this stunt just to make Jaidyn mad. Now, some of y'all might remember Michaela because this definitely ain't her first rodeo getting caught up with a rapper. She was the same girl Lil Meech got caught on a Ring doorbell camera sneaking into her place while he was still in a relationship with Summer Walker, the same exact girl Meech tried to claim was his cousin.
Damn, I can't help my cousin bring the bags in the house. We went to the grocery store, man.
Actually, when folks started coming for her neck about getting freaky with Blueface in his 3-year-old daughter's bedroom, she had the audacity to fire back by bringing up that whole incident with Lil Meech like it was some kind of joke. She dropped a comment under an Instagram post about the entire messy situation that said, "I can't help my cousin with the groceries? Like, girl, please." Anyways, like I already mentioned before, this is nowhere near the first time Blue has pulled some foul stuff like this. Way back in July 2023, he literally paid dancers to pull up to his crib and transform the entire house into a strip club in broad daylight. Keep in mind, his son Javon and daughter Journey were right there in the house at that time. Matter of fact, he specifically brought them around to have the dancers perform on Javon because he was paranoid thinking the boy was gay. Javon wasn't checking for none of this nonsense, so he walked off to the pantry to grab himself some snacks while the dancers were doing their whole routine in the living room. Now, explain to me why Blue actually followed him all the way to the pantry just to grill him about not paying any attention to the dancers? Blueface and Jaidyn Alexis really had their son surrounded by dancers while pressuring him to watch and questioning him about his preferences. And he has the nerve to say Krishan wouldn't be a good mother. Meanwhile, you're out here stealing your son's childhood and innocence way too early. Trying to force a child to watch explicit adult content is predatory behavior, period. As y'all can clearly see, Blueface caught a whole lot of heat for this mess, but he genuinely did not care one bit. He went and pulled another similar stunt just a few weeks after that at the Rams vs. Steelers game over at SoFi Stadium. Blue showed up to the game with Jaidyn and their children, the same way everybody else who was attending did. But instead of sitting his behind down and actually watching the game, this man really brought in dancers. I'm talking about 3 or 4 barely dressed dancers in thongs and bikinis, straight up twerking and throwing it back while Blue is out here tossing whole stacks of cash at them. And right in the middle of all this chaos, Blue gets down on one knee and proposes to Jaidyn with this huge diamond ring. Absolutely nothing about this circus act was adorable or sweet. Besides their own kids being right there witnessing all of this, other people's children were present too. Matter of fact, Matthew Stafford's wife Kelly and her 4 daughters and nephews were sitting nearby. Kelly went completely off about it on her podcast. "My daughters are literally saying, we're sitting right next to Blueface." Kelly really went off on Blue, calling him out for destroying what should have been a wholesome family outing. Apparently, her kids were straight up pointing at the dancers' behinds and saying stuff like, "Mommy, there's a lot of butts everywhere."
No, there's those, they have.
Are they friends?
I would hope that that's what that is, yeah.
And it's embarrassing.
No, and it's tough. And you go to a football game.
And I have 4 daughters who are looking at this. How about this?
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. My nephews who are older have Instagram. They were at the game, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, look what's going on here." They found it, and my daughters are sitting right next to them. They're like, "Mommy, there's a lot of Matt's here. And I go,
But guess what Blue had the nerve to do? Instead of offering up any kind of apology, he straight up called Kelly a Karen. He went on a whole Twitter rampage, making a bunch of tweets completely dragging Kelly through the mud. Karen on here, I paid for the suite. If I wanted you in the suite, Kelly, I could have paid for that as well. Your nephews and daughters have seen worse on Instagram if they are already on there. Welcome to L. A. Somebody tell Matthew Stafford's wife I have been in L. A. Longer than her and Matt. I run this program. Y'all just here to work and make a living. When y'all retire and go back to your nice life, I'll still be here in LA at the Rams games. I don't care how you feel about it. I did not get kicked out of no game. Stayed the entire time. Ain't nobody tell me none. They should be happy I came and raised the hype for the Rams game. There were no Rams fans there. How do the Steelers get more people to come out to an away game than the home team? Matt, get your wife, bro, before I get disrespectful. Because I could talk about how y'all lost the game and what Matt could have done better as a QB. That's what his wife needs to be talking about. My antics ain't lose us the game. Now, like I mentioned earlier, people are fully convinced Blue is doing all of this mess specifically to get a rise out of Jaidyn. He's been pulling sneaky, trifling moves like this ever since he got released. If y'all can remember, Jaidyn literally got into a whole altercation with Krishan after Blue gave Krishan the green light to be posted up around his and Jaidyn's children. If a woman will harm her own child, why in the world would I be comfortable having them anywhere near mine? Anyways, Jaidyn hopped right on Instagram to come for Krishan's neck all over again following their big blow up. She made it crystal clear that she isn't scared of Krishan whatsoever and that she's completely ready to put hands on her whenever Krishan feels bold enough to try it. Krishan fired back with a whole bunch of tweets, coming at Jaidyn for being broke, and even going as far as threatening to jump her. Jaidyn, I don't know what's up with you, but watch your mouth. I don't want to see you in harm's way all because of your bitter and sour heart. KARLISSA is not even showing the messages between her and Blue, like how you took his kids from him just to ask for $1,000 through her. He just got out. He doesn't gotta give you anything. How do you take a man's kids, then turn around and ask him for money right after he comes home? 2 years in prison? It's just bitter and evil behavior. Before Blue left, he left Jaidyn with a career, a car, and his chains. He didn't even do that for me, and I still showed up that first year. Jaidyn saw this mess and clapped back, saying, Krishan, I know you're coming down and now want to process things 3 days later, but thank you for putting a threat in writing. I never asked him or anybody for money the entire time he's been gone. Please show me a message where I did. You are still asking to stay on people's couch. Your kid is using toys and furniture I bought over there after all this time. I came and got my kids because an incompetent person was around without my consent or presence. But what or how I parent should never be your main concern when you should be taking notes. Blueface is obviously trying to kick off that whole toxic cycle all over again, even if that means bringing his own children right into the middle of it. As always, people had a whole lot to say about it, like this one person who commented, Jaidyn has lost it over way less than this. She better handle her business. There's absolutely no way. Another person chimed in saying, Princess Journey was so hyped and happy about her beautiful bedroom at her father's place, and he's really over there letting those dirty women all up in her room when she's not even around. Jaidyn wasn't being dramatic when she went to pick up her kids. Blueface should be out here protecting his baby girl's personal space and privacy. All of the children's rooms should be completely locked up when they aren't home. Got these nasty women with all of their bodily fluids all over Princess Journey's room, but now I really want to hear what y'all think. What's your take on Blue allowing an OF model to be all up in his daughter's bedroom? And do you think Jaidyn's complete meltdown was justified? Drop your thoughts down in the comment section below, and make sure you click right here to check out this other messy video. Here to